Hi, my name is Dwayne, the Halo G. I'm going to talk to you today about the fight this evening, Saturday, November 23rd, 2013, in Macau, China. It's against Brandon Bam Bam Rios, 27-year-old Mexican-American sensation, and he's fighting Manny Pacman Pacquiao, the 34-year-old Filipino congressman. They're going to fight for the vacated WBO Welterweight International Title. All right. Manny is looking at this fight as his tune-up match in order to legitimize himself into the conversation with Money Mayweather and them fighting for the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Newsflash, Manny. This fight is really below you, but considering you got knocked the fuck out in your last fight by a counterpuncher, El Dinamita, which was superb. I loved it. That was punch of the decade. You really, I think, are jumping the gun. I think you should have listened to Jinky and the rest of your country folks and retiring, focus on politics. But hey, maybe you want money. Maybe you think it's some holy night mission you're on. Maybe you'll take some of this money and help the natural disaster that's going on in your country now and legitimize yourself, and you're looking at it as a last hurrah in a bid to rent with presidency. So there's a lot of politics behind this fight. The same politics that were likely measured in making the fight, because Brandon Rios, Bam Bam is a come-forward, young, hungry lion. I saw the Mike Alvarado fights. They were excellent fights. It was stoppage by TKO in the first fight, win by Rios, and then the fight went to Alvarado in decision in the second fight. So, once again, Manny Pacquiao fights another fighter coming off of a loss. Okay. Manny, if you want to fight Money, you need to stop doing that, okay? Fight people outside of Top Rank's camp, too. And fight a champion. Don't fight for vacated titles. I mean, fight someone that literally has a belt and they won it by legitimately taking it off somebody. Not, oh, there's a belt here. It's hanging on the wall. Well, whoever snatches it first, whoever wins first, they're the champion. No, bro. Manny, you keep on going mediocre, and that's why you're a mediocre fighter now. Because you're fighting mediocre guys, and you want mediocre parameters instead of the tightest and best parameters for you to fight under. Somehow, Manny, you keep on missing the mark, with Top Rank, instead of focusing and saying, hey, I'm going to fight the best guys, I'm going to fight for a title, and I'm going to fight winners. You got it in you, Manny. I think you're faster than Rios, but I think that you're biting off a little bit more than you can chew, because you're 34 years old, you're fighting a guy that's 7 years younger than you, he's hungrier, he's got a brighter future ahead of him, while your best years are behind you. Also, I think that Manny doesn't realize that he doesn't need to go in there and prove anything to this guy. Manny has the susceptibility in his last couple of fights I saw to try to get in there and scrap and wrap up the fight really quickly. In his interview, he says, I want to go in there and knock him out. Okay, that's fine, bro. But guess what? You jumping in and trying and go in there and finishing and jumping, the jackrabbit, I hit you, I hit you 3-4 times and I'm jumping out. You jump in and you caught one right in the middle of your face and you were asleep for 2 minutes, bro. Look. Rios is going to go in there and go chest to chest, chin to chin, head to head with you. You go in there and try and exchanging punches with this young gun, and he's going to fire off and put you down. I think Manny needs to somehow, with Roach, adopt the jab, maybe for the first 4 or 5 rounds. Keep Rios' pressure off of him, because Rios is going to try to cut the ring off. He's going to try to pressure him. He's going to try to corner him, and he's just going to tee off on him. We might see a stoppage tonight. Are you prepared for that, Pacquiao fans? We will likely see a stoppage tonight because Manny will get overwhelmed. Now, Manny, he goes in there. If he relaxes, he realizes he doesn't have the stamina that this young guy does. He has a higher skill set. He has more ring experience, generalship. He can turn around and dodge. This Manny needs head movement. It's one thing he doesn't do. He needs head movement. Okay? He needs to, box. I don't mean brawl. I don't mean flail. I mean box. Remember the thing that you learn that you haven't really been doing the past couple fights, Manny? You need to box. Throw the jab. Throw the right cross behind the jab. Throw the jab, right cross, come to the body with a left hook. Box! Not, and then I'm jumping out, and then I'm waiting for you to throw some punches, and then I come back in. Because that's how you get counterpunch. And I think that Bam Bam, if he was smart, he went on Gopa y Gopa within the last month. I'm not sure time-wise, but I did see, I was flipping through YouTube and saw an interview. He did talk to El Dinamita on how to beat the Mexican killer, Manny Pacquiao. Rios likely, maybe he switched up his strategy outside of what they've shown on tape. If he's smart, he did, and he has the keys to unlock another loss on the congressman's record. And likely Manny will retire, because I'm sick and tired of this talk. Really, Manny is not even top 5 boxer anymore. Honestly, I think he's done. Maybe it's just that he wants to go out on with a big bang, but buddy, you had your chance. You should have taken the fight last year before June with the negotiations with $40 million on the table. You know, but maybe you guys were looking at it like you wanted Floyd to go to jail, do his bid, do his time, get out. You see, maybe he lost a step, and then be like, okay, now we can vulture this guy. It didn't happen. So, hey, scrap it up, bruh. Well, that's all I have to really say. My name is Dwayne, the Halo G. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate you watching the video. Take care. And prediction-wise, I'm going to go ahead and say the fight's going to end up as a stoppage. If it goes the distance, Manny's going to get the decision. But I think that Brandon Rios is going to stop Manny. I think 8th round. It's either going to be knockout or it's going to be stoppage. But that's just my opinion from what I can see. Anyhow, take care. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. And I'm out.